My name is Paul Shore. I was a Sauvé scholar in the first year of the program, 2003 to 2004. I'm originally from Baltimore, Maryland, but spent most of my life in Montreal. I do creative producing, video journalism, and social entrepreneurship. I found the program to be transformative, and it was really just the whole experience of spending time with highly intelligent, highly engaged, highly motivated young people from all over the world, and living together and sharing and exchanging and debating and arguing and fighting and loving. So it was really, I feel very blessed to have had the opportunity. The beautiful thing about the program is there's not a lot of pressure to, there is some pressure, but it's more about, here's some time for you to take a break from your rat race, crazy life, where you're going. Take a break, reflect on what you're doing in the world. Share your ideas, bounce your ideas off of other young thinkers. I kind of use the group to test some of my own personal interests, skills, ambitions. So, and I had a great group for that because they were really mostly social activists and journalists. So some of the journalists wanted to learn video because they were all print journalists. And then all the social activists pretty much wanted to learn video because they knew how video is really now a critical tool for change and fighting social injustice. So, but I love collaborating with the group. I learned a lot about myself, and it was just another way by which to connect with these people in a more profound way. And it was great. I got to share my skills with people who I knew were gonna take them and utilize them with like the utmost integrity, and people who are really committed to changing the world. So it was amazing. There really weren't that many difficult parts of the program. The program was a little bit of it was a bit of a dream, I realized while it was happening how fortunate I was to be in this with these people. The intellectual stimulation, the culture blending and sharing, the intimate access to people's stories from other parts of the world, sometimes really horrifying. It makes you realize how lucky you are that we're here and we're living in a bubble. It makes you realize how small the world is. And it also makes you realize that we're not far away from making a difference. By the end of the program, I really understood what people here or anywhere in the world respond to elicit change. And so that's helped me in many ways in terms of my filmmaking, my political consulting, and a lot of the work that I do. It's like, how do you move people in your direction? How do you influence people? When I was a scholar, I did co-found Apathy is Boring, which really started off as a publicity campaign to get young people to vote, and it kind of blossomed into this more substantive 12-month-a-year program or organization that did a whole series of activities to try and get young people sustainably engaged in decision-making and politics and civic duty and volunteerism. It's really important to have leaders of the future, and whether it's through politics or media, but I think it's harder and harder now because of the culture we're living in, and we have a lot of challenges because we're basically fighting with pop culture and all the noise that's there in the world on social media, cable television, whatever. There's so many distractions. So it makes it even more important to support, to engage young people who have that in their DNA, that I want to make a difference. It makes it even more important to find ways to engage them, because if they're not the ones who are going to be on the path to leadership, then there's really no one. And so we have to try even harder, whether it's through the work that I'm doing or the work that other scholars are doing or the work that anyone young who's trying to build something that's going to create a safe space to foster the next generation of leaders. It's really important, and this program is critical. Like this, we need more programs like this in the world.